what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Medium high, pollen index a little just over a 9, which it maxes out at a 12, so we're pretty high up there. The things that you are having allergies to, if you're struggling like I know I am right now, is ragweed, cinnapods, and sagebrush. So just make sure that you take your allergy medicine this morning. I have allergy eye drops, so I don't just sit here and constantly scratch my eyeballs out. It's really important that you keep all of those things handy. We've got a very fun show in store for you for the next hour of Good Morning Vail. We're going to take it over to Gretchen right now, who's going to give you a look at that local weather forecast, though.
Thanks, Maddie. I like the National Relaxation Day. I could do that all day with the weather. 8 a.m., 59 degrees, a high of 74. As you see, lots of precipitation, lots of rain heading our way throughout the week into the weekend. So definitely need an umbrella and or maybe, I don't know, a raincoat. Moving forward, 8 a.m., 59 degrees, mostly cloudy. Noon, 69, mostly cloudy, still a little bit of sunshine. Then the thunderstorms start. 4 p.m., 67 degrees, thunderstorms. 8 p.m., 61, and scattered showers. So definitely take care of those doggos and the kids, or even if you're scared of thunder, lightning, there you go. Eagle, 60% chance of rain, 81. Vail, 74 degrees and 70% chance of rain. Avon, 70% chance of rain and 77. And Denver, 83 and a 60% chance of rain. So as you can see, cooler temperatures with all the rain heading our direction. Low, 48 degrees, rain 70%, thunderstorms and sunset at 8:03 p.m. tonight. Hopefully you're having a great day, and I am excited because this week, as you can see, Tuesday, Wednesday, a little, rain, some thunderstorms, scattered showers. But then Thursday, Friday, better looking, sunshine, a little bit of cloud coverage, but still you can get out there and do some fun activities. And then Saturday, there is some rain and scattered showers as well. So we want to thank Lamina Jewelers for all your jewelry and fossil needs, and keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
I've been helping homeowners improve their home for a lot of years. They think it's intimidating, but it actually can be a lot of fun.
And we're here to help.
There you go.
Dad's the expert, but I've learned a few things along the way.
Practical, realistic home improvement information is what today's homeowner is all about.
There's nothing like turning your house into your home, and that's what we help you do every week.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
There's always so many great things taking place in and around the community, and there was just a weekend full of incredible live music.
We were all saying we're feeling it this Monday for sure. We did different things. We all did fun things around town, but it was a lot. It was amazing though.
Yeah, we had one camera guy go up and enjoy the Leadville 100. We're going to be giving you some footage of that on the scoreboard, so make sure that you tune in tomorrow to see how that played out. Then we had an amazing director who went to Primus, and he went and did one of the guided hike thing up in Beaver Creek for the Wine and Spirits Festival. Then we had someone in Denver. Then you went to Primus. I had my family in town all weekend. It's been a busy weekend.
We were all spread out all over. We did all things Vail this week.
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
Always so many fun things. Did you go to the farmer's market?
Of course.
Of course you did. I knew.
I had to take my family to the farmer's market only because it's so beautiful there. And you know, we're kind of winding down in the summer season as we're approaching school starting again. And so we're going to start to see those things taper off now.
I know. I was just saying it feels like fall in the air. I can start to, maybe I'm just making myself feel this way because I'm getting stoked, a little bit ski stoked, but there's so many more fun activities this summer. It keeps on going, on and on.
It keeps on going. So if you were in Vail and you went to the Ford Amphitheater this weekend, you got to enjoy Primus and Amos Lee, and we've got some more great shows taking place, but it is Monday.
It is Monday.
Which I think that means we should start up in Beaver Creek with what you could do today.
Yes, I like the yoga moment.
Yes, you can do complimentary yoga first thing this morning. That way you can be nice, relax, and enjoy some yoga with National Relaxation Day. This is a great way to start your day. Also to just get your stretching on, because I know that I've been carrying a little bit of tension and also 2 11-year-olds in my shoulders for the piggyback rides. And so I think some relaxation would really help me right now.
I think so too, and there's not a better venue. Come on, it's beautiful. You look out over the mountains. You're in Beaver Creek. It's so zen. It's stunning. Yoga has really taken off in this valley. We have yoga, I would like to say almost every day somewhere.
There is yoga everywhere, and it is incredible. So you can go up to Beaver Creek, you can enjoy their complimentary yoga, and then if you're looking for something later to do with the whole family, that's a ton of fun, while Movies Under the Stars is taking place tonight as well.
And they have the best movies, just awesome.
And then continuing into tomorrow up in Beaver Creek, complimentary outdoor fitness class, Fossil Posse Dinosaur Adventure, complimentary characters with Ken Carpenter, and then it just continues. There's always so many fun things happening up in Beaver Creek.
Love him. Love that
Helmut Fricker, live music, another Movies Under the Stars on Wednesday, so if you can't make it on Monday, you can make it on Wednesday.
There's no excuse not to do something fun every day of the week, really, here.
Right, and then of course you can make your way down to Avon, where there's always a bunch happening and a ton of fun things taking place. And so if you're looking for something fun to do on Wednesday here in Avon. The Avon Live series is a ton of fun for you to get out there, listen to some great live music, and just enjoy.
Really good music, and I love how everyone is dancing all the time. Last time I went, there was no one sitting. Everyone's just up dancing.
I know, it's incredible,
cool.
and it really shows how fun our valley is and our community is, just because we thoroughly enjoy our live music. We love what's happening, and it just brings it to life, and we get to experience such a rich culture of diversion in our music.
Absolutely. We were saying that, I mean, everyone had that moment on Saturday or Friday night with Primus is in Vail. What the heck? Like, this is awesome.
Right.
We have jazz, we have blues, we have American. I mean, it's all the way down the board. Classic rock.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. It's cool.
The soul music, no matter what your taste in music is, it's all soul music, and we've got it all here right now, which is amazing.
We should be the spokespeople for
right.
all the music here.
Speaking of music, you know, we were up in Beaver Creek and we forgot to mention the Vail Performing Arts Center.
Yes.
Only because they have so many incredible shows right now, and tickets are still available for some of the incredible ones. Some of them are sold out, so you want to go to their website and buy the tickets when you can.
ASAP, because there were 2 shows I really wanted to go see, both sold out.
Completely sold out.
Yeah.
Well, then we're going to kick off the Underground Sound series into September, which this is a great series. It's called The Love for the Locals, which allows everyone to go and just enjoy some of the incredible music, but you can see the lineup. America is coming. We've got a great dance performance. We've got a really fun kind of out there, like, almost Cirque du Soleil performance coming, but not fully Cirque du Soleil. And then Underground Sound series kicking off on the 9th, which is really fun. And the Vail Performing Arts Center is such a good venue to go to with just over 530 seats. It's amazing.
So cool. Between the Vail and Gerald Ford Amphitheater, you can't go wrong. I mean, they're both such different venues, equally amazing in my mind. Nothing better, really.
Equally amazing and just a ton of fun to get out there. And you get to run into everyone you know, which is like the best part, is because you just get to surround yourself with people that you know and love and really feel like you're at home and part of the community, which that's my favorite part about being here, is when I get to go out and I get to do something. And then I just like get engulfed with the love of our valley, and I'm like, this is why I live here. This is why I love it so much here.
We were just, Maddie and I were talking off camera earlier about that. It's so fun to be out and just feel the love from other people. And it's like coming back to summer camp in some way.
Right.
You know, like it's fun to see everyone and dance, and we have such cool events always happening, so.
Well, now we've done Beaver Creek, we've done Avon. The Minturn Market is still taking place on Saturdays, so make sure that you check that out, and we'll touch more on that as we get closer to it happening on Saturday. But right now, if you are looking for something to do, you can always make your way over to Vail. Now, Vail had the Kids Adventure Games going on all weekend, which was a ton of fun to get out there, see what was happening. Bodie and Bridger were like, we want to do it next year. We want to do it next year.
I was going to say, did they just jump in the middle?
I was like, oh, we don't have time to sign up for this mud run that's going to take place in 20 minutes. And also, I'm not going in my dress. Thank you.
No mud on the dress. No.
Right. But just a ton of fun. And you can get out there and you can enjoy. And to find out everything that's taking place at Vail, you can go to discovervail.com and see the entire lineup of activities. But the moment we've all been waiting for, Hot Summer Nights has been gone. It's been moved out of the Ford Amphitheater for just a chunk of time.
Because everything else was in there.
Yeah, because we had Bravo Vail, and then we had the Vail Dance Festival, and now Hot Summer Nights, if you're looking for something to do, tomorrow is back.
So excited about that one. Hot Summer Nights is so cool because it's a free, obviously, show, but we get such big names. Everyone's so stoked, and it's such a fun community thing to do. Truly, you see, I want to see everyone, and then some people I'll see people once, and they're like, I'm good for a couple of weeks. I'm like, go to that. You'll see everyone. You'll get your fill.
Yeah.
You know?
If you, need to be reminded why you love to be in the community so much, and then we only have 3 shows left in the summer, so if you're one of those people who's like, I'm not going to go this week, I'm going to maybe go next week, well, don't do that, because you really want to be there, and especially because there's only 3 left.
And North Mississippi All-Stars. I love that. That's a huge band. It's amazing.
That's the closeout of
awesome.
What's taking place for Hot Summer Nights. But like we said, you could go to discovervail.com to see the other entire lineup of activities, because they do some great things. Mountaintop Yoga takes place in Vail. The Ford Amphitheater is popping off. The Betty Ford Alpine Gardens right now are incredible
gosh.
because they're fully in bloom. So you can always go just check that out, enjoy a little guided tour. There's just so many things happening. And then with the Colorado Snow Sports Museum and Hall of Fame, they do some really cool activities there. So you just have to check it all out.
I know, and I actually walked through the park on the way there, and it was so beautiful. It's just stunning. I kind of got lost in the back area by like the little waterfall, and you go twists and turns. It's fun.
It is
you can
fun.
spend like a day there just kicking it, chilling.
And sometimes you just need to slow down, give yourself a little bit extra walking time, and enjoy the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens.
Literally smell the flowers.
Literally stop and smell
the flowers.
And smell the
On
flowers.
this National Relaxation Day. There you go.
Seriously, so many great things. So make sure that you get out, you enjoy everything that the Valley has to offer, and especially before we get into that little tiny lull period that we get to have for like 2 weeks before things ramp right back up. Make sure you get out, you enjoy some of the festivities, and especially while the kids aren't quite yet in school.
I know, it's happening so fast this week. Everyone's going back to, I think. I might
Pretty
be right.
close.
A lot of people are going back to school this week, so it's crazy.
Pretty close. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
There's been such an economic diversity taking place in America right now, and we've kind of seen a lot of shifts happening. We've got an expert in this space, Cabin, joining us from Pigeon Loans. Cabin, thank you so much for taking the time this morning to chat with us.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
So we've seen a lot of people borrowing and lending money from their family and their friends. Why is that?
Yeah, loans between friends and family has really skyrocketed over the last year. And it really started during the pandemic when a lot of people unexpectedly, lost their job or were facing economic hardship. And now what's so interesting is as inflation has set in and gas prices are rising and rents have, now been as high as they've ever been, a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck across America, and they just don't have that extra cash to make ends meet. So we've seen a really interesting rise in people needing emergency loans, whether it's to pay for medical expenses, to pay for their rent, to repair their car, all types of loans. And in many cases, these individuals, the only person they can really go to, they can't go get a traditional bank loan. They have to go to someone they know and see if they can help them out.
45 million Americans right now are considered credit invisible. Can you explain to us what that means and what's causing that as well?
Yeah, the credit invisible thing is really tragic. There's a lot of Americans, particularly from minority groups across this country, who either have a credit score that's so bad they can't get a fair rate at a bank. They're often forced to go to payday lenders And then surprisingly, a lot of young Americans have not even built a credit score at all. So when you're in a situation like you are today, where so many people maybe just recently got laid off, lost a job, or dealing with an economic challenge, they don't have the traditional credit system they can go to. And it might shock a lot of people, but yeah, about 1 in 3 Americans have some sort of credit anxiety where they're not able to get rates that are really favorable and actually can help their long-term financial future.
And people are really encouraged not to be borrowing money from their family and friends. Why is it bad for them to do so?
Yeah, this is a personal pain I've lived through, and this is really why we started Pigeon Loans. It's very awkward mixing money and your relationships, right? These are important relationships. These could be a friend, this could be an uncle, this could be family members, this could be a coworker, and you don't really want to let money get in the way. The reason these usually go bad is people don't plan ahead. The typical conversation goes something like, hey, can you lend me $1,000, $2,000, $3,000? I'll pay you back when I can. People have a lot of trust with one another and they say, don't worry about it. Where it goes bad is in the months and years later, as this money hasn't been paid back, and kind of sour relationships. So we just built a simple tool to allow people to do bookkeeping around these relationships, have reminders around these relationships, and have a trusted third party so they don't have to constantly talk about money. In the past, a lot of people would have to send that dreaded text once a month to your friend where you're like, hey, can you send me that money you owe me? And I think that's bad for both the person sending the text and receiving it. So getting away from a lot of that, ickiness is really the goal here.
And what are some tips that people can use to stay away from that ickiness so they don't have these pain points in their relationships?
Yeah, some do's and don'ts for sure. The first one is, and we've seen this a lot with Pigeon Loans, we've seen some people that want to help so badly that they're actually doing a loan to someone when they don't even have their own financial house in order. We'd say, look, make sure that you first are taking care of your own finances. If you happen to be in a position where you're fortunate enough to where you could lend and help a hand, that's great. Do it. But if you're going to do it, you should use a tool like Pigeon Loans or some other tool, a software tool, where you can track it automatically, do the payments automatically, and have some sort of legal framework around it for tax purposes. Most of these loans today are just kind of done ad hoc. People are tracking them on it, literally on a piece of paper or their kitchen counter. And that just seems like, a kind of a backwards way to do it in this day and age. And the final thing is you need to have the plan set ahead of time. What a lot of people do is they decide we'll figure out how long the loan will last later. And that's usually where it can get a little squirrely. So the good thing to do is be like, hey, let's do this. Let's help each other. It's a beautiful thing to help each other. It's a very American thing in many ways, but let's have a plan of action for, hey, is this going to be a 6-month loan, 12-month, 2 years? We've even seen loans up to 6 years recently on our platform.
And what inspired you to launch Pigeon Loans? And do you have any examples of success stories that you've seen with some of your clientele and customers through it?
Yeah, there was two stories that inspired us to launch it. One was, as a young person, I saw my family go through some financial hardships and around business and doing business loans with friends and family. It was always kind of an awkward, a lot of friction there over the years. And then as I got older and lent with friends, I kind of realized, hey, this is kind of hard to keep track of, frankly. And when we went online to look for solutions, there wasn't a lot of good ways to keep track of this. And yeah, we have seen some great stories. There's actually a customer here locally who said, they'd done a lot of loans with family in the past. They'd always had that horrible Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner situation where maybe someone owed them money and they didn't really want to bring it up at a family meeting and the other person didn't want to bring it up. And it was just kind of this unsaid thing. And now what we've seen is with Pigeon Loans, they know there's a trusted third party in between. What that means is there's automated reminders coming from Pigeon Loans and not coming from your friend or family member having to do it automatically. Just keeping track of everything, it just makes a lot of sense. And it makes the likelihood that someone's going to be paid back a lot better. And what we've also seen is it helps the borrower not feel that shame, because it is very shameful sometimes. And a lot of people are embarrassed to ask for help in life. And if you can do it in a more formal way, can make you feel like a lot more pride that you're actually, you have your stuff together and you're going to be able to get this done right.
And so for people who have not heard of Pigeon Loans and don't understand the service that you offer, can you just give us a little more insight to what you guys do?
Yeah, we're a free service where people are able to come on to Pigeon Loans. You can create a legal agreement between two people in less than 10 minutes. It's a simple promissory note contract for the amount. You can set your interest rate, your payback period. The bookkeeping's done automatically, the reminders are done automatically, and then we have a whole host of educational tools and other offers that people can tap into. Our whole goal is to really empower friends and family to help one another in a way that reduces awkwardness and ultimately protects friendships.
Caben, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and give us all this great information on a way that you have a safe and trusted third party to help you borrow money from those around you who you know and love.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
We're going to take a short break. When we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman, featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode, we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
If you're looking for local sports coverage around Vail Valley, we've got you covered right here on The Scoreboard, where you can find exclusive sit-down interviews with some of the top athletes in all of Vail, Colorado. You can also count on The Scoreboard for live event coverage of the biggest sporting events going on all year long, ranging from the biggest high school matchups to the most popular recreational competitions. Make sure to watch on TV8 Vail every Tuesday and Friday at 6 and 10 p.m. or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look at the weather. Lots of precipitation heading our way this week. As you can see, 8 a.m., 59 degrees, a high of 74 and rain 70%. So definitely we're going to have some thunderstorms, some rain out there today. So get prepared, raincoat, umbrella, etc. 8 a.m., 59 degrees, mostly cloudy, 69 degrees at noon and mostly cloudy as well. Then you see some precipitation heading our direction. 4 p.m. 67 degrees, lots of thunderstorms, and 8 p.m. 61, so cooler temperatures cooling off and scattered thunderstorms as well. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, you can see that Eagle 81 degrees and 60% chance of rain. Vail 70% chance of rain and a high of 74. Denver 83, so cooling significantly down in Denver, 60% chance of rain, and Avon 70% chance of rain and 77 degrees. So cooler temperatures because of that rain. Tonight, a low of 48 degrees and rain 70% chance. So definitely getting a lot of rain, a lot of precipitation this week. Tuesday, 71 and scattered showers. Wednesday, 77 scattered thunderstorms. And then on Thursday and Friday, looking good. Sunshine back, 78, 76 degrees for Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, some scattered thunderstorms as well. We wanted to say thank you so much to the Mountain and Adventures and Seminars. And you'll keep it right here for more of Good Morning Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau, getting you in the know before you go. We're up here in the beautiful Beaver Creek, and if you are looking for activities to do, well, they've got an app that can guide you through everything you need. So you just have to download the Beaver Creek Village Guide, and it'll get you everything from restaurants and shopping to when activities and events are taking place. There are so many great activities always happening up here at the Beaver Creek resort, and one of them is the Vail Performing Arts Center. This is a great venue for you to go and enjoy so many incredible shows. It's going to be super easy to buy your tickets using the app, and we're going to show you how to get there. Once you buy your tickets to go enjoy the Vail Performing Arts Center, this is how you're going to get there from the covered bridge here in Beaver Creek all the way over there. Let's go. Once you make your way down to the Vail Performing Arts Center, you get to go inside and enjoy their 535-seat intimate venue where they do so many great shows. So make sure that you check it out and use the app to plan your entire trip up here in Beaver Creek. That's going to do it for this edition of the TV8 Visitors Bureau. We'll see you soon.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun & Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Yeah, it's on there.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm here with one of my dear friends, Ross Leonhardt, the man that does all things music in this valley, well, everything in this valley. How are you doing, Ross?
Doing great. Good to be here Monday morning.
Oh my gosh, it's a Monday for sure.
Yeah.
You guys didn't see this, but I'll tell you. I didn't have my shoes on earlier, and I had to remind me. So we're good to go now. We're prepared.
We're ready. We're ready.
And Ross and I both were at Primus. What did you think about that show?
I did. It was amazing.
Yeah.
How talented those guys are, and the crowd was awesome. And,
oh my gosh, it was brilliant, right?
It was pretty cool. 2 nights. Saturday was pretty crowded, and yeah, I'm hearing that's the last time they'll be doing that Rush album in North America. So that's pretty cool.
It was so cool. Yeah, I feel like all of us were just so enthralled and like intrigued by them.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you every video that my friends have of me, I'm like, just so happy.
They're definitely different, and they were coming off that Red Rocks show. They got a lot of hype, so that was a pretty cool weekend.
The South Park Red Rocks? Did you go to that as well?
I did not,
okay.
no. But I heard all about it, and
yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah, pretty cool to have them here in Vail.
So I have a question for you, Ross. I've had this question from many people. What is your exact, what do you do exactly here in the Valley? Because everyone knows Ross. Everyone sees him everywhere. You're living omnipresent. He is everywhere.
Yeah.
What is your, I mean, I know your title, but what is it you exactly do?
Yeah, so I do marketing and public relations and multimedia for the Vail Valley Foundation. So At the VVF, we do a lot across the valley
Cool.
around arts, athletics, and education. So we manage the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. I'm there a lot. I see you guys there a lot. We manage the Villard Performing Arts Center up at Beaver Creek, so I'm up there quite a bit. We run Youth Power 365,
so cool.
All those soccer programs, getting those kids out and about. We run the GoPro Mountain Games in the summer, kicks things off. It seems like so long ago, but that was a fun week. We do the Birds of Prey World Cup ski racing in Beaver Creek, coming back first weekend in December. Just got off the Vail Dance Festival, so it was around.
Do you ever sleep? Do you get time to just chill?
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm just part of a great team at the VVF that really helps and loves this community and gives back to it. So it's a fun job, and I love doing it.
And he has so many cool things. We were saying Valar is still going strong. Amphitheater is still going strong.
Yeah, but we're kind of winding down here. So the amphitheater's got about a week or two more shows, and this week we got a show tomorrow night. Maren Morris,
so
cute,
cool.
bubbly little singer. She's gonna be awesome.
We play her on the Lift FM.
Yeah, So she's gonna be great. We've got a comedian, Nate Bargatze, coming in Saturday. Fits in the Tantrums and Andy Grammer's on Wednesday, a double headliner. So that's a show I'm really looking forward to on Wednesday. And then the free shows return, the Hot Summer Nights. Usually on Tuesday nights. We got one on Thursday this week, so a free show at the Amp this Thursday. And then that picks up again next week, a free show Tuesday.
So cool.
And then it all kind of winds down with the VVF community concert next Friday.
Winds down. I'm like, what a summer.
Yeah, it's been an awesome summer at the Amp, and a lot of great shows, a lot of memories made there and traditions, and just a who's who of the valley. You go out and you see everyone, you see the town council, you see you're there, we're all out there. So it's just a great community gathering place with world-class music.
It really is, and my friends that live in different areas in the country, they're like, Archon, how many concerts have you been to? Just in Vail this year, I've gone to 8.
It's crazy. And especially through the pandemic, right? Everyone's like, oh, I haven't been to a show in 2 years. This is my first show. I'm like, I've been at shows all the time.
You're like, well, it's my 54th. No big deal. At the Michael Franti show, that was a lot, I think, for people here. That was one of the first ones they got. I saw people legit crying, just so happy to be back.
I mean, I was pretty emotional. He's such an uplifting guy, too, right? And positive attitudes and good vibes all around. So, that show was pretty special, and he comes back every year. So,
am I allowed to ask this question? You can say no if you don't want to. Okay. What is your all-time favorite person, singer, songwriter, band that you've seen thus far? We'll say this year.
Wow.
Valar and Gerald Ford.
That's a great question. I'd have to think for a minute because we're always looking ahead, so it's hard to stop and look back. I really enjoyed a lot of the GoPro Mountains of Music concerts. Stephen Marley, that was a great show.
He is amazing.
Playing some of Bob Marley's greatest hits out there. So that's a great question. I'd have to think about that one.
I feel we've gotten the best people. And I don't know, every year I'm very excited. This year, to me, just blew it away.
It was wild. Yeah. Sonia Yoncheva, this Bulgarian opera singer. It's the variety, really, that stands out more than just one show.
It's so cool. And the Vail Dance Festival, too, I have to say, that was just off.
Pretty cool. Did you get to see Chris Tilley perform one of those nights, the last 2 nights?
I was fortunately, I was in Michigan with my mom and dad, a little family time. However, Instagram, everything else, I got video after video after video. All my friends were there, so I felt like I was there.
I mean, that was really special. It was like a 30-minute set with Grammy Award-winning mandolinist Chris Tilley.
I heard people were really emotional about it.
Some world-class dancers with them, and the dancers really enjoyed it. He really enjoyed it, and it's just cool to have all that right here in Vail.
Little Buck was back this year.
He was, yeah.
Yes, because he's blown up. He is one of my friends I met through you guys. He is super well known now. He's everywhere.
Yeah, his Memphis Jukin style of dance is out there, and he's just such a great guy too.
Humble,
and so it's cool to have all the dancers in town, and they all go off all over the world now and keep dancing. But they love coming here, and led by Damian Wetzel, the president of Juilliard. That dance festival is a lot of fun.
Amazing. Yeah. That's so cool. So what you said, we have a little bit of the Hot Summer Nights left. And then, of course, the Valar is going to keep on going.
Valar, we've got America performing this week.
Super
I believe tickets are sold out for that one. But then we've got Jimmy Vaughn's come in. He's an amazing guitarist, and he's been all over. He's been in movies, Tin Cup, Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
His music's kind of all over, and that's going to be a really cool show.
North Mississippi All-Stars.
North Mississippi All-Stars, right? So yeah, and then the Valar Center, we're looking forward to the Underground Sound Series kicking off September 9th. So
Can you explain that real quick? Because I know all about it because, of course. Love music.
So it's a 6-show series, kind of in this shoulder season before winter to keep the entertainment going. It's usually a lot of up-and-coming bands, but this year there's some pretty well-established ones. Judith Hill is a big one I'm looking forward to.
Dope.
She performed with Michael Jackson and
Wow.
is a really big-time singer. So we're looking
That's
forward to
cool.
her. But it's a 6-show series, Underground Sound, and tickets, you get a season pass, you get a pass for it, and it's transferable. So if you guys wanted to get one for TV8, you could go one night, send Maddie another, send Nick another. So it's perfect for friends and families, coworkers in the Valley. It's kind of a diverse lineup, so you can pick and choose which one you want to go to.
Oh, that's really cool, because there's dancing, and there's kind of a Cirque du Soleil vibe, there's music.
And so the main squeeze is really going to be a fun one to kick it off. Dwayne Betts, he's performed before.
America.
Yeah. So,
sold out, you're right.
Yeah, so Underground Sound, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a good chance. It's an affordable price. You get a drink with every ticket.
That's
and
amazing.
Then it's just a great chance to come see the Valar Center, and then really, really impressive bands too.
And Valar, for some people that have not, I don't know why you would never be there, go yet, I should say, but my mom and dad, I took them and they were blown away. It is an experience in itself.
It is. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, and we had some of the dance festival performances over there, and the dancers loved it. Very intimate, 535-seat venue.
Stunning.
I just love Beaver Creek in general, so anything up there is amazing, and the Valar Center really is a gem up there to
That's so cool.
Help it out.
Well, Ross, if people that are watching too, if you see Ross, give him a big old hug next time you see him. He loves it.
Yeah, we're out there. We're out there.
It's so good to see you. I will see you at Gerald Ford, Villar, everywhere.
Yep.
I see you all the time.
Yeah, we're around.
And thank you for everything that you do for this valley.
Thank you.
Truly, you're such an inspiration to so many of us, and you're a big reason why we get all these cool people and cool events. So thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
And keep it right here for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
We have so many great local athletes here in our community, and some of them are very intense, competing in very intense sports. And I've got U.S. snowboard team athlete Senna Lath joining us on the couch. Good morning, Senna.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. You kind of have a down moment in your very large travel schedule. You're always on the go.
Yeah,
it's a nice little calm period amongst the craziness right now.
Before the storm.
Oh, yeah.
Winter's around the corner. We're going to be into ski, snowboard season before we know it.
Oh, I mean, even getting in my truck this morning, coming here, I was like, I need a little bit of a jacket. It's kind of cold outside this morning. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I haven't had enough summer.
It's fall weather.
Yeah.
Well, because you train in the summer, and so you're on the go, and then you're in the cold for what most of us are doing is like relaxing in the sun, and you're out on icebergs skiing and snowboarding.
Like, definitely get that. I never really get the full summer, because we have to prioritize our winter training somewhere else in the summer, whether it's Europe or South America. So I got a little bit of that this summer, but right now I'm just trying to enjoy this last little bit of warmth I can and enjoy what the Valley has to offer,
Right, and so you're kind of getting back into the swing of dryland training right now. And so can you walk us through how intense your dryland training is?
It's pretty brutal, honestly, right now. I'm very sore, but it's a major part of our career and what we have to do heading into the winter. 5 days a week I'm in the gym. I work out actually right over here at the Westin. It's my favorite little spot. They always have every piece of equipment I need. I've definitely diverse training. Anything you can think of, we usually do. So try to keep the body as ready as I can for my sport,
Which is really intense. And so let's talk a little bit about your sport, because you're not just like going out there and throwing a couple tricks or whatever. You're doing an intense sport.
Yeah, it's pretty physically exhausting. It's our runs can range from a minute to a minute and a half, and that's pretty much all out exertion for that whole amount of time. So you really have to be prepared for, whatever can happen. You could get hit. You never know what's going to happen in my sport. There's a lot of variables at play, so you really have to keep ready for whatever's coming your way.
Which is really intense. And so snowboard cross.
Yeah, snowboard cross. We didn't say that name.
Yeah. And how did you get into snowboard cross? Out of all of the disciplines that you could have picked for snowboarding, what was the draw? What was the appeal to the snowboard cross?
So when I was a little kid, I did all the disciplines: half pipe, slopestyle, gates, border cross. And as time went on, I kind of found my niche and what I was best at and what I enjoyed most. And the beauty of snowboard cross is it's not a subjective sport. In half pipe and slopestyle, there's judging. When it comes to snowboard cross, it's pretty straightforward. The gate drops, everybody goes, first person across the line. You don't have to worry about this other stuff. It's very straightforward. And to me, it was the aspect of snowboarding I connected with the most on like a simple level, even though it's kind of crazy, but it was just like how it worked was easy for me to connect with. And I was like, okay, well, this seems like my niche. I'm just going to run with it. So when I was 15, I kind of decided to really only focus on snowboard cross and start climbing the ladder to where I'm at now.
Which is really intense, because for people who have never seen snowboard cross, you guys all drop the gate at the same time. You all flush out of the gate, and you're side by side. So that if one person goes down, potentially maybe the person that's in first goes down, there's a possibility he takes everyone down with him.
Yeah, it's not fun when that happens, but we try to avoid that the best that we can.
Yeah.
When I watch it on TV, I'm like, God, it's so crazy, but. For me, I'm kind of living in that zone, so I'm so used to being so close to people and getting so intense and gnarly that I'm like, when I'm doing, I'm like, that's not that crazy. But then I watch it back, I'm like, oh, maybe it is kind of that crazy, But
right. Well, then when you go up on the mountain and there's a billion people around and you're like trying to have a fun family ski afternoon, and you're like, I have to dodge all these humans. You're like, I got it.
For real. Well, I laugh about that. I'll go out on Vail here with my friends, and it's like mayhem. All these people are up visiting, and I'm like, whatever, you just slice and dice, just go on through, it's like what I'm used to. And they're like, yo, it's like so many people like, oh, yeah, I guess my brain's just a little bit different how it works like that.
You're like, I'm not that scared of getting close to people, because this is what I do as professional sport.
I still prefer when it's nice and empty, though. I don't like having to
right, of course,
dodge people left and right,
As we all do. And so for your continued summer training, you're going to be at the Westin, you're going to be working out. So if people go to the Westin, say hi to Senna, because he's wonderful.
It's the best gym around here. I'm in there every day.
And you should just say hi, because he's super nice, and what a cool local athlete you are. And then as you kind of approach fall and getting back on snow, how is the transition from kind of having your little break lull period to then being back on snow?
So it's going to be pretty full on. In October, we'll head back to Europe for like a month and a half stint. We'll be in Switzerland training on the glaciers, and then the hopes that we're actually going to have our first World Cup of the year in France at the very end of October, which will be like the earliest in the year I've ever had a World Cup. So
wow.
Fingers crossed that the glaciers hold up, because it's being really warm in Europe right now. So that's kind of like the big plan of getting back into the swing of things.
And when you're on the road and you're training and you're just like nonstop going, how do you kind of keep your sanity and keep yourself grounded and level, that you're basically living out of suitcases with just like copious amounts of suitcases that you have to travel with.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes people think, oh, you're living out of a suitcase, living out of like one little thing. I mean, I travel with so much stuff. It's never like I have everything I need on the road. So no matter how long I'm on the road, it always kind of feels like I'm at home because I have everything I need. But you know, I'm really lucky to have some awesome teammates that are my best friends. So that's a good way to decompress, is just doing activities with them. You know, you're so busy on the road with training that the time passes really quick. But you know, I love photography. That's like a big way that I decompress on the road. Is if I'm ever stressed or anxiety or just need to escape by myself, I can just walk around these beautiful places that I get to visit for my sport and just take photos, and that's really kind of what helps me ground myself and center so I don't get lost in the craziness.
Which is, it's important that you have one of those like little things that you can hold on to so
100%.
Deeply, because if not, I feel like insanity would strike me before I knew it.
Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just like there in the hotel room, like, yo, this is horrible. Especially with COVID, you know, sometimes you've been so limited on what you can do on the road.
Right.
Thankfully now it's getting a little bit more relaxed and open, but for a while they're like, I guess I'm stuck in this hotel room for a little bit. Like,
I'm just gonna be
how much
here.
Netflix can I watch?
Exactly. Well, and I mean, that has to be hard as you're traveling and you have to be COVID tested. And then if anything comes up weird, or you have to quarantine somewhere where you don't know anyone, you don't have the resources of your family and your friends right there. And so that has to be intense too. Last winter, you had a crazy travel year.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was all over the place.
And so are you anticipating this winter to be that busy as well?
I hope so, because the more events, the better, you know? Like,
right.
The travel, you just do it, you know? And it's, thankfully, the travel's a little bit better now because of COVID. It's relaxed. It's funny, even during the height of COVID, it was lovely traveling because all our planes were empty. Everywhere we went was like so easy, whereas now it's like all these people are back. But it's nice that you don't have to stress as much about COVID on the road, you know?
Right.
And thankfully, for the first 2 years, I actually dodged COVID. Got it for the first time on just training camp this summer in France. But my quarantine wasn't horrible because I was in the mountains. I was able to go on walks. Versus like at the beginning, if you had COVID, you're like, all right,
you're stuck in
shut
that
him
room,
out.
like,
We're not talking to him,
right.
you know? So I'm glad that we're in that better stage with COVID on the road.
And if people are interested in seeing kind of what you're doing and how your summer training is progressing and your winter is starting to kick off, hopefully in October.
Yeah,
here
soon.
What's the best way for them to kind of keep tabs on you?
Definitely through social media. My Instagram, @Senaleith, is definitely the main place. Facebook, trying to grow Twitter and TikTok, even though I don't like them as much. But, you know, yeah, social media. Instagram's kind of my main hub where I try to share my life and my travel and training and all that stuff.
Which you're about to go on kind of a more personal trip right now, which is
Yeah.
really nice because I think that maybe you just need that little bit of mental decompress.
Totally. You know, with my sport, I've seen so much of the world, and I'm so thankful for it, but I feel like I haven't seen that much of my own country. I feel like I've only been to 3 national parks, which is like kind of embarrassing. And so, yeah, I'm going on a little road trip here starting next week. I'm going to go for probably 4 weeks on the road and see a whole bunch of national parks all up through the whole western half of the U.S. It's going to be awesome.
That's amazing.
It's a lot of planning into this road trip, though. Like, part of it's going to be a little loose and run and gun, but I have to organize where I'm going to train every single day on the road,
Right.
in addition to all these little adventures I have planned. So, but I'm excited. I think it'll be a good way for me to decompress and just explore this other aspect of life so I don't get too lost in my career. And then a couple weeks after that road trip finishes, it's back into the real deal on the road for my sport. So it'll be a nice little balance, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some living out of a suitcase, but like a fun way that's not work.
Yeah, I'm kind of like living out of my truck with a bunch of suitcases in it with all my stuff. You know?
Right. Senna, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information and taking the time to chat with us this morning.
Thanks for having me. It was lovely.
We love having you. Make sure that you support our local athletes because they're absolutely incredible. And if you want to see Senna, you want to meet him in person, then just head over to the Westin while he's here for the next couple of days training before he goes out on his big road trip. And make sure you follow him on social media. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to take one final look at that local weather forecast.
Good morning, Vail.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Let's take one final look at that local weather forecast for today. We are expecting to see those temperatures warm up just a little bit. Temperatures cooler than they have been yesterday. 59 degrees around 8 a.m., high of 74, 70% chance of precipitation. Now, isolated thunderstorms are taking place. West-northwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour throughout the course of today. Now, as we take a look at Vail by the hour, you can see mostly cloudy skies, maybe a little bit of a break in that, some sunshine coming out, and then thunderstorms taking place later in the afternoon. As we take a look at that I-70 corridor, the temperatures down in Denver are definitely a little bit warmer. 83 degrees in Denver, 60% chance of precipitation. 74 in Vail, 77 in Avon, 81 in Eagle. You can see a low pressure system sitting above that entire I-70 corridor, bringing quite a bit of precipitation our way. Now, as we take a look at Vail overnight tonight, temperatures cooling down, continuing with that increased chance of precipitation, but that sun setting just a little bit earlier. Now, we're going to start to see it going down before that 8 o'clock hour. As we take a look ahead into the next 5 days, we are expecting to see continued precipitation coming our way, 60% chance tomorrow, continuing into Wednesday as well with a 50% chance of moisture decreasing. By Thursday, we're going to expect to see some sunshine and then ramping back up by the weekend. We want to thank Sun and Ski Sports for bringing you this weather report this morning. If you're looking for a great place to go shopping, maybe just because you need some rain gear or maybe because you need some back to school stuff, well, they're a great place to go. Whew, man, Gretchen.
Monday.
Monday.
Let me take a breather. Well, I'll talk for a minute.
Yeah, you got it.
All the fun things happening. I am excited. Are you going to go to anything this week?
Yeah, I'm going to be at Hot Summer Nights, and
Same.
I think I'm going to go to Fits and the Tantrums on Wednesday. Yep,
yeah.
That's going to be an incredible show. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this edition of Good Morning Vail. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow. We'll be live from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Bye.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh